Hi guys, and welcome back to Blues Focus TV, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Blues' upcoming away fixture against Stoke. Now don't forget, get down below, like and subscribe and comment what your predictions are for this game. Let's get into the opposition. And Stoke are 13th on 43 points, which is only 6 points off the playoffs, so they're still in that chase. They're unbeaten in 3, beating Swansea and drawing with Huddersfield and Nottingham Forest, two teams that are obviously up there in and around the playoffs, so Stoke are in pretty decent form. Josh Maja is someone that we were linked with in January, very slightly. Obviously didn't end up coming true because he's now at Stoke, scored in his last game, and in general they have a lot of exciting attacking players like Tyrese Campbell, Nick Powell as well. That they have got a few players in there that can cause some damage, so it could be difficult from a defensive perspective, especially with us not having many defenders fit. That's it for Stoke. Let's move on to the Blues. And Blues, we're 18th on 36 points, and we've been in and around 18th for a while, and it might sound bad, but we're actually closer to the playoffs than we are the relegation zone, which sort of shows how many teams are bunched up together, performing very averagely. Now, we haven't won an away game since October the 30th, which is obviously very worrying. But we haven't been terrible. I know we haven't won them, but we haven't been playing terribly. And as of late, we've been in good form. We've only lost 3 out of our last 8 games, and they've all been against parachute payment teams in Fulham, Sheffield United and Bournemouth. So you can't really moan at that. The teams that we'd expect to lose to, and we are picking up points where we should. We're not losing against people that we shouldn't lose against. So we're doing okay. I don't think there's a threat for relegation at all. Last game, 3-0 win against Luton, brings us up to an aggregate of 8-0 against Luton this season, which is pretty impressive considering they're just outside the playoffs. That 3-0 victory, goals from Bacuna, Lyle Taylor and Onel Hernandez, our 3 new boys, and how I'd love to get Taylor and Hernandez on permanent at the end of the season. I think those 3 players have really transformed how we attack and how we keep the ball, because instead of just punting it up the field from a centre-back, we're actually playing with the ball. Bacuna has helped out Woods a lot because Woods slipped out the team a bit, and Gardner. They were both very out of form, but since Bacuna's arrival, that's been a very good midfield 3. Now, I think this game's quite difficult to call, and it might come down to our lack of defenders. We've got, obviously, George Friend and Roberts both out, and we're very light at centre-back anyway. To add to that injury list, Scott Hogan, and then Chong, Richards and Deeney all still out. Deeney has got injured in training, and it looks like another 4 weeks, reportedly, that he's going to be out for, which is obviously not good. We could do with getting him back, but our attack isn't the issue. I think Roberts and Friend coming back are more important. For this game, it is going to be hard, but let's get on to the head-to-head to see how we've performed previously. And in the head-to-head, the reverse was 0-0. Last season, we won 2-0 and drew 1-1. And if you actually look, since Blues and Stoke have been down in the Championship together, we've played 7 games. We've won 4, drew 2, lost 1. So we've got a very good record against Stoke. Now I understand, form will come into it, a lot of different players now, things like that. But it is something that can affect the team with the worst form. So it's a positive that we can take into this game. Now for my prediction, I want to see the same lineup to start off with as the last game. It worked well, and with us being short at the back, we have to play a 5. And then I think for this, it's down to Lyle Taylor. He's looked so clinical in 1v1s, which is something that I'd have to criticise Scott Hogan for. Hogan's got a lot of goals this season, but when it comes to 1v1s, I never fancy him, and he doesn't tend to score them. It always seems to come from a cross or a more difficult chance that he'll score. So Lyle Taylor has helped our 1v1s a lot, and he looks very clinical. And I think that's why we're going to win this game. Now, I shouldn't go for a win, because every time I do this, we don't win. But Blues to win 2-1. So those are my thoughts on this upcoming fixture against Stoke. But I want to know, what are yours? Let me know down in the comments. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Blues related content. And if you've liked this, why not head over to my channel? I do Premier League, Championship, and some Football Manager content. And in Football Manager, the last episode, there was a major cup upset on the cards. Hopefully, Blues can get the points this game. I'd obviously take a draw, because Stoke are a good side and they are difficult to beat. But hoping for that win. Up the Blues.